African folktales niche is a very profitable niche that has been buzzing and exploding several new channels on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create realistic images and videos in this particular niche that will help you to earn thousands of dollars for yourself in your YouTube channel. So according to Social Blade, as you can see, this is one of African Tales channels. This channel makes over 3,000 US dollars monthly. And I know this is bigger than this because the average RPM for this niche is $5. So if you check, this channel has had over 7.5 million views. So if you multiply 7.5 million times $5, that's much more than this. And you know, Social Blade only gives you an estimated earning range. So you can see every day this channel gets an average of 100 to 200 subscribers daily. That's a good one. And this is over 79,000 subscriber count at the moment. Okay, so this is a very, very profitable niche that can help you to actualize your revenue goals. So you see, this is over $3,000 in revenue and over $37,000 in yearly earnings. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how you can create realistic videos such as this, you know, and you'll be able to utilize free tools to actualize this.
The family of Okorobe were in high.
So I will teach you how you can create this kind of videos and storylines using free tools and step-by-step processes, okay? So watch this video to the end because you are definitely going to learn the processes involved, and it's very easy. The very first step is for you to create your script. So you go over to YouTube, and right here on YouTube, you enter this African folktales in the search bar. So that should be your search query or search text. So you see a wide variety of different channels that have different trending topics right here. Okay, so you can see this one has over 29,000 views. This has over 387,000 views. Okay, so if you scroll down, you see more of these topics. So what you have to do is, in order to recreate, you know, videos that are already going viral, you go ahead to copy this, you know, copy this particular video link. Then go over to TurboScribe.ai. So with this particular tool, AI tool, you are going to extract the transcript of this particular video so that you create your own unique script for your own video, because you've seen that this particular video has been trending. This is over 387,000 views right here. Okay, so right here on this TurboScribe, you can see other transcriptions that I've done here. So what you have to do next is you go over to this button and click on transcribe files. So as a matter of fact, this TurboScribe gives you 3 free daily transcriptions. So you don't need to pay for anything, okay? So right here, you see the option to, if you've downloaded the YouTube video, you drag it here, but I don't need to download it. So I just want to paste the link that I copied. So you click on this icon here. So we are going to extract the transcript using only the link, okay? So right here, we have to paste this link here. So I pasted the YouTube link. So you can see this is the YouTube link. Then I'll click on import. So we have to wait for it for just a few seconds. So it has imported. Then the next thing is click on transcribe. So you can see it has started transcribing. This is the particular video we want to utilize the script to create our own unique version. So you can see it's processing right now. You see the status is showing transcribing now. So you see the percentage here of the rates or the stage of the transcription going on. So it's right now in 12%. So once it reaches 100% and is done and has this green tick, we can then move on to the next step. So you guys can see it has finished transcribing. So this is it right here, okay? You can now see the green tick here. So I'll click on this three dotted by the right and click on export transcript. Now here, we have option to select a wide variety of formats. So we are going to select the doc format. That's the document format. So you click on that and right here, you click on download. So you can see it's downloading the transcripted script here. So this is it right here. Okay, so it has finished downloading. So the next thing we've got to do is we click on it to open it. So I'll double click on that and it's opening up. So as you can see, this is Microsoft Word. Remember, our aim is to create our own original and unique script. So, but we're going to utilize ideas and narrative formats from these already viral videos and scripts, okay? So that's why we are doing the transcription. So you can see right here, this is the script. Okay, so the next thing we've got to do is we have to copy this script. So we copy it from here. You can see transcribed by TurboScribe AI. So I will have to copy this entire script. So you can see we've done that right here. Okay, so we go back to our ChatGPT. So right here, this is our ChatGPT. So the first thing you've got to do is click on New Chat. So on this ChatGPT, we are going to utilize this transcripted script to use it to instruct ChatGPT to give us our own unique version. Okay, so we have to give a first instruction as this. You can see this is the first instruction on ChatGPT. This says, I need you to read and understand the story format. And so if I give you a description of a story I need, you will generate a story using the same narrative format. Can you do that? So we are going to ask ChatGPT this as our first instruction, okay? So you can see its response. Its response says, absolutely, just give me the description of the story you have in mind, along with the narrative format you want me to use, and I will generate the story for you. Okay. Okay, so the next particular prompt we are going to give ChatGPT says, good, go through this story below and give me what narrative format. Now we are going to go back to that particular story that we copied, you know, from the transcribed file. This is it right here, okay? So this is the story. So if you've not copied it earlier, you copy it. If you have, you utilize it. So there we go right here. Okay, so we click on copy. Then we go back here and paste the story here. Remember, we are now giving the ChatGPT the exact story that we want it to analyze for us, so that we'll create a better version and unique version. So we'll click on go right here. So you can see it's now explaining the different narrative formats used in this story. So we've got to exercise a little patience in a few seconds. It's going to be done. Okay, so you can see right here, it says the narrative format used in this story is a blend of mythological fantasy and dramatic storytelling. It combines elements of traditional folktale with intense emotional drama. Okay, so you can see this is it right here. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is we give ChatGPT the next prompt, which is, okay, good. We now ask ChatGPT, is the story interesting to keep an audience hooked to the end? to keep an audience hooked to the end. So let's wait for it to give us its understanding of this. So it has outlined the features that makes this story compelling, that can enable it to hook our audience to the end of the story. So it's listing them here. Okay, so you can see right from here. This is you see, this number one, intriguing premise, conflict and tension, character development, mystical elements, emotional depth, and all that. Okay. Now, the next thing we have to do is we have to specifically tell ChatGPT something like this. So I'm going to utilize this prompt. Remember, I'll be dropping these prompts in the description of this video, okay? All these prompts that I used for this. So we're going to give ChatGPT this prompt. We're going to say something like this. Using the same narrative format of the story I gave you above. Remember, this was the story. This was the story we gave to ChatGPT, because we know that this story is already gaining traction and is generating lots of views and going viral already. So we have to replicate already what is working. We don't need to reinvent the wheel, okay? So right here, we said using the same narrative format of the story I gave you above, write a similar interesting story. So you can say similar African story, similar interesting Nigerian story, similar interesting South African story, similar interesting Rwandan story, similar interesting even European or American or German story, depending on wherever you want, to focus on. You can use, using any country name or name peculiar to a particular locality. Maybe British name, Japanese name, Australian name, Canadian name, and all that, or even Nigerian name, UK, Ghana, South Africa, Mauritius, and go. Okay, so you say the story you should write should be similar to the story I gave you above, but it should not be exact. So similar means you are not going to give me that same story, but it's going to be similar story. Do not end the story so you can continue from where you stop. The reason for this is so that ChatGPT is not going to just summarize or conclude the story after writing few words. Remember, ChatGPT cannot write up to 1,000 words at the same time, like per time, at the same point in time. So you have to make it to understand that you would like to continue this story. So see what I mean? You say, okay, use simple English that a 9-year-old can understand. So let me show you guys. So you click on send, and it starts off this way. It has started creating a story for us. So you've got to wait a few seconds for it to complete generating this first phase of the story. Okay, so as it's generating the story, I'm going to show you how you can check the word count so that you know the number of words and the possible number of minutes or time that this video or story is going to be when you start creating the video. Because I'll still show you how to create the video using this particular story. Okay, so it has finished creating this first part. So you click on copy. Then let's go over to word count. Okay, so we'll go over to word count and paste that story. So when you paste that story, you can see this is over 754 words that are generated in this particular first phase, okay? So for us to make it to generate more number of words, and remember, this 754 can never give you up to 8 minutes. And remember, for you to have multiple outbreaks in one video, you should have up to like 8 minutes and above a number of video length. So what do? We go back to ChatGPT. Remember, we instructed it earlier not to stop or conclude the story, okay? So we go back and issue this instruction and say, continue this story, but do not end it. So we go and issue this. Continue the story, but do not end the story, so that you can continue from where you stopped after this. So we can say, it should continue from where it stopped, from this last sentence right here. So you can see it has continued to generate the story. As days turned into weeks, the villagers tended to secrecy. Okay. So the aim of this, like I said earlier, is to be able to write a longer script, possibly even have part 1 or part 2 or part 3 or multiple parts of the same story. That's if you want to, on your channel. And also if you want to produce longer videos. And the more the longer the videos you have, the better and the more interesting, your audience will find your videos and contents valuable. So you can see this is the second page that has been generated. So click on copy and go back to word counts. Okay. So remember we had a 754 number of words earlier. So we want to check the total number now. So going on paste and paste the second one. So it's now up to 1,278. So that's the difference of around 500 and something words. Okay, so you can see this is it right here. I'm going to increase this so yeah, you guys can see this very well. Okay, here we go. So you see this over total of 1,278 words right now. Then we want to go back to ChatGPT and tell it to continue this story again. So this is it. So the same prompt we gave it is what we are telling to do again. So it should continue this story. Remember, we have not asked it to conclude. We'll still tell it to conclude in a special way and also give us some valuable lessons. So okay, so it's generating the story now. So this gives you the leverage to have a longer script. Okay. Okay, so we go ahead to click on copy. Now that we've copied that, we go back to word counter and add it to the already existing total number of words. So I'm going to go back to this place and I'm going to paste it there. So we now have total of 1,952. So this is definitely more than 10 minutes, even beyond 8 minutes benchmark we are looking at our target. So you can see we've just had only 3 instructions or prompts that ask ChatGPT to continue the story. So, and we've generated close to 2,000 words. So now we want to conclude the story. Then we'll use this particular prompt and say, continue the story, then end the story with 3 moral lessons and how it relates. This should be, it relates to some Bible verses. Okay. So it's doing exactly that right now. So okay, so you can see it doing justice to the exact prompts and instructions we've asked it to execute. Okay, so right here, you see the complete script is here being generated. Then it's done generating it. So we click on copy. We go back to word count and add this right here now. Remember, this is a detailed and structured process that will help you to generate your own unique script. So you can see we've added this concluding phase of this script. So you see it's now over 2,453 words. So you can see this here, it's right here. So this will give you more than 15 minutes video. That's after narration. Okay. So this is how you go ahead to create your own unique and original script using ChatGPT. And we have been able to see how you can create viral scripts and viral stories. Then in the next step, I'll show you how to do voiceover and create AI images that aligns with each of these scenes of this particular script that we've created here. Okay. So you can see ChatGPT is very, very powerful and effective and easy to create, to use for creating videos and storylines along any niche, not just folk tales. It can be along any niche that you want or you like, across board. So if you look, you're going to see a whole lot of options I have here, like the scripts I've created before and the ones I'm using. Okay, so you probably see part 1, part 2, and other parts. So remember, you can divide this even into parts. So instead of having up to like more than 2,400 words, you can divide it. Maybe the first 1,500 words should be part 1, next 1,000 words should be part 2, and so on. And remember, you can continue as long as you want to expand this script, right here on ChatGPT. So just that I don't want this video to be long at this point. That's why I say it should end the story and conclude it right here. If not, I would have continued to ask you to continue the story and not end it. You see where I asked you to continue the story but don't end it. Because by default, ChatGPT usually ends stories when you tell it, or when you don't tell it not to end it. So, but once you give it the right prompts, which I've just shown you guys, it will know exactly what you want it to do, and it's going to do that accordingly as you want. Okay, so guys, like I said earlier, in the next step, I'll show you how to create valuable AI prompts, and you'll be able to create a good. In the previous step, I showed you how you can create your own unique and original high quality script for your story using ChatGPT, which you can see. So these are a collection of all the prompts that I used for creating this original script. So I'm going to share it with you in the comment section of this video and also in the description. So meanwhile, in this step, I'll show you how you can generate your own voiceover for this particular script, and I'll also show you how you can create studio quality out of those your voiceover for this particular script. Okay, so what you have to do is you basically have to use your phone sound recorder to voice and read out this script by yourself, or you can hire someone to do that for you. So but for a start, you can do it by yourself, or you hire someone who has a good voice if you don't. But nevertheless, no matter how bad your voice is, I'm going to show you how you can remove background noise and filter out some unwanted part of your audio. Okay, so what you've got to do is use your phone sound recorder and record this script right here. Now, when you are done recording this script right here, the next thing you've got to do is you go over to your browser and type podcast.adobe.com/enhance. So you can see this is the URL. I also drop it in the comment section and the description of this video. Okay, so once you have done that, what you've got to do next is go over to the recorded audio, the audio you use your phone sound recorder to record. So you go over to that audio and drag and drop it right here. So you can see it's uploading the audio on this platform. So on this platform, it's going to enhance the quality of this your audio, remove background noise, and improve it so that it will be up to studio quality. So you can see enhancing speech. It's still processing right here. So we've got to wait for it for a few seconds. Okay, so this is still processing. So we've got to wait a little. So you guys can see the audio is ready. It has finished enhancing my audio and improving its quality. So what I have to do is I'll click on download. Remember, this download gives you option to download the best version of this particular audio for your script and your video. So you can see it's downloading the file right here. You see, this is it. Okay. So the audio has completed. So we are going to work with this audio alongside with our prompts which I'm going to show you in the next step, how you can generate realistic AI images using prompts, and you'll be able to visualize this particular story and give it life and turn it to a video. So you see, this is the audio right here. Okay, so opening it up, so I will listen to the audio and hear how it sounds. Okay, so you can hear the audio playing right here.
They're very close and did everything together. From playing in the fields to helping their mother with chores at home. Their father, Mr. Okafor, was a proud man.
Okay, so you guys have heard the sound right here. So this is the enhanced version and improved quality version of this particular audio and story. Okay, so like I said, in the next step, I'm going to show you how you can generate realistic AI prompts and use the prompts to create realistic photo images that depicts and shows each of the scenes, in this particular script and story right here. In order to create realistic AI images, I'm going to show you how you can do that using the Bing Image Create. Okay, so this is actually a free AI tool that will help you to create images that will fit into your storyline for your African folktales videos. So the first thing you've got to do is go over to bing.com/images, okay? Now, right here on this Bing interface, you have the option to enter your prompt for creating your image that you want, okay? So for us to do that, we have to go back to ChatGPT. Remember, we use ChatGPT to generate our story. So even if you wrote your story by yourself, without the use of AI or through any other means, it's also very important that you utilize ChatGPT to generate the appropriate prompts that will help you to, generate the corresponding images. So the first thing we have to do is, this is where our story is. This is the beginning of the story. You can see this in a quiet village named Ifeoluwa, okay? Yeah, so we have to, first of all, go over to this option and click on New Chat on ChatGPT. I'm going to show you guys why I'm using this new chat now. So what we have to do is, after opening that up, we have to come here on this box. So right here inside this box, we have to enter some customized prompts for generating the appropriate images. So what are those prompts? They are like background prompts. Let me show you guys this. This is it. Meanwhile, I'm going to leave this prompt in the description of this video. Okay, so you see, the prompt says, give me prompt for AI to generate images for each of these scenes. So I'm going to definitely post the scenes here, at the bottom. Yeah, so you see, the scenes should be cinematic clear enough, and the dresses should be African attire with vibrant village setting. Any woman in this scene must have braided hair. So I would like most women in this in each of these scenes for this storyline to have braided hairs and beautiful face. That is, there should be beautiful women. Okay, then any man also, on the other hand, must be wearing an African cap on his head, while putting on an African attire. Okay, yeah, so, and the setting should be multicolored and photorealistic. Then differentiate between each cinematic prompts. So I'm going to do this right away so that you see what it's going to look like. So we go back to ChatGPT and we copy the first paragraph of, in the story that we are working with. So this is the beginning of the story, you see. In a quiet village named Ifeoluwa, next to the among rolling hills. Okay, so we go ahead to copy this. Then we go back to the other ChatGPT window. So right here, we paste it under this. So you see, we pasted this right here. So this is the initial prompt here, while the other one is below, which is the first paragraph in the story. Okay, so what we have to do is we click on send message to start creating the AI prompt. So you can see it has generated prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3, So let's hold on while it does that. Okay, so it has given us 4 prompts for this one paragraph only. Okay, So you can see this is just one paragraph right here from the story. Okay, so we have to go over to this. So you have to come here, copy this first prompt, copy, then go to Bing and paste it here. So when you paste it, you click on, if you don't have an account already, you click on join and create. You know, you're required to create an account, okay? So once you do that, I already have an account. That's why it has logged me in. So you can see I have 15 points because every day Bing gives you 15 free points or credits units daily. But since I'm generating the first image here, you know, you can see it's now reduced to 14. Okay, so you guys can see it has popped out 4 unique images that are, you know, good representation of this particular prompt I entered there. So I'm going to click on the first one. Okay, so it's going to come up for us to see it in a broader view. So right here, you can see this is the first image. When you click on the second one, you see the second image. You know, when you click on the third one, you see the third image. When you click on the next one, you see the fourth image. So, and so on and so forth. So the more you click on this, you know, you see each of these or navigate through each of those images one after the other, okay? So you can choose the appropriate one that best suits you or you like, preferably. So if I want to utilize this now, for example, I'm going to click on download. Click on download. So it's going to download for me, you know, so that I can see the image right here. Okay. So you can see this is the image. We've just downloaded it right here. I'm still going to show you guys how to you know, make it to be YouTube aspect ratio or YouTube dimension. Because this is a square image. And you know, YouTube videos are mainly rectangular. That's 16:9 aspect ratio. So I'll still show you how to convert this to the appropriate YouTube aspect ratio. Okay. So if you want to download another one, possibly this, you can also right click on the body of this and click on save image as, you know. So we can save it with anything. So, but it doesn't matter. The file name doesn't matter because remember, we are making use of each of the scenes of the video. Okay, so and by the right hand side, you are going to see the particular prompt that generated each of these. So when you click on this X, it's more or less like returning back to the, you know, window. Okay, so you see all these are other images I have here. You see this image of a woman right here. This is another image. These are previous images I've generated before now. Okay, so if you click and as you navigate, you're going to see different varieties of images. You know, these are for other stories I've created, you know, for the African folktales niche. So you can utilize this to create literally images for any niche or any particular industry or topic that you want. So, but for this case study, we are talking about African folktales. Okay, so that is it on this. So let's go back to our prompts. Remember, we only utilize the first prompt here. Now, let's go to the second prompt and let's copy it and let's go and generate images for it. So we'll click on X. That's to clear this previous prompt here. Okay. Meanwhile, let's go back to our initial. Okay, this is the initial AI image that was generated earlier. Okay, so let's clear this and paste the second prompt right here. So we'll click on create again. So once you see creating, you have to exercise some patience. Within a minute or two, it's going to pop up an output of images it has generated for you. Okay, so you guys can see these are other images too. You see the coins or points from Bing is reducing. So once you generate each using each prompt, it reduces by 1 from 15, 14, 13, you know, and so on, counting down. So if you click on this first option, it's going to pop up in a wider view. Okay, so you see, when you click on this arrow, you see the next one. Click on the next arrow. Okay, so this is it. So if you want to save this, you can just click on save image. So, like I stated earlier, anyone you like, you must not use all of them. It all depends on you and it's your choice. So to select your preferred images. So I'm going to save this. Okay, or you can use download, to download it to your PC or your mobile phone. Okay, so let's go back to ChatGPT. Remember, we are using ChatGPT to generate these prompts in order to create the images we want. Okay, so next thing we have to do is we go back to the third prompt and we copy it and go back to Bing. So we clear this and paste the third prompt. So let's see it's going to give us. So once you see creating, you've got to hold on for it to generate the images. So like I said, it doesn't take time. Once you do that, you'll see it in action. So it's running right now. Once it's done, we are going to see the output right here as a preview, and it's going to also display here on this window. Okay, so if you look here, you're going to see what this looks like. Okay, so you can see this is the first image. Next. Okay, so we can select wide variety of any of these images. So save as. It's usually advisable for you to have one folder where you have all your assets, like your images and all your clips are going to be saved there. So I like this too. So you can see braided hair. So it adheres strictly to the instruction we gave you. To see braided hair, at least amongst these major actors. So you can have variety of many images that aligns with your objective or your storyline, actually. Okay, so once we have done that, you can see we've been able to generate these images. So you can see these are the images we've generated. Okay, so that's how we go about doing this and this. So this is the fourth prompt. Yeah, so if we want to do this again, what we are going to do is we can click on this edit button, then we go back to ChatGPT. So look at this carefully so you get it. Remember, this is the first paragraph we utilize to generate those four prompts. Now, we go back to this next paragraph in the story and copy it. Then we go back to ChatGPT interface again. Right here. So we remove this initial one, this initial paragraph or the first paragraph, and we paste the second one. Then we want to generate prompts for this second one too. Okay, so you can see the prompts it has generated for us. So you have to go ahead and read it. So if it doesn't show you, or depict what you want that aligns with what's written there, you can always click on regenerate. So it's going to, regenerate the prompts for you again. Okay, so you can see right here, this is the first prompt. This is prompt 1, prompt 2, and prompt 3. So I think these ones are more clearer. So we are going to copy this. Don't copy description. You can see where it started. Description colon. So you start from this. So copy. Then go back to the Bing image creator. So this is the Bing image creator. You click on close. Then click on X. Paste the new AI prompt. Okay. So then when you do that, click on create. So once you do that, you hold on. You see, creating is processing and creating those images that we are going to use for creating our video. So it has been able to generate 2 images for us, following the prompt that we issued to it. So these are the prompts that was generated for, this image. So we click on the next image. Okay. Yeah, so it's either you click on download, like I said, or you right click. So this has been downloaded, or you right click on this and click on save image. Yeah. So, but we've downloaded that already. So this is it right here. So let's download the other one too, or save it too. Okay. Okay, this was the first one we saved. Then the next one, okay. Okay, we've saved this other one. So, okay. So this is how you go about creating powerful and realistic images using Bing Image Creator. So you can still go back to your ChatGPT scripts. Like I said, you follow this script, no matter how long it is or how lengthy it is. You follow it, scene by scene. Each paragraph constitutes a scene. So with each of those paragraphs or those scenes, ChatGPT will help you to generate appropriate prompts that will align with it. So remember, we have done for this first paragraph in this story. This is the beginning. We've done for this second paragraph. So this is the third paragraph now. So you follow the same process, copy it, and then go back to ChatGPT and edit this prompt here. Or you can even add open up a new window for this. So when you open up a new window, it then means you have to copy this. These are initial prompt settings before you now have to insert any of the paragraphs you are working on at the bottom this way. Okay. So the first thing, when you open up a new ChatGPT chat box, you paste the initial setting right here. You see, I've pasted it here. So remember, we copied it from this place. We copied it from here. So we have to paste it here. Then the next thing is we have to go back to ChatGPT, the story. This is the third paragraph or the third scene. Okay. So right there, we have to now paste the third scene here to be able to use it to generate appropriate. As you can see that the image size for the images created using this Bing AI creator, they are usually in square format, but for YouTube videos, YouTube requires at least 16:9 aspect ratio video format. That's rectangular videos. So I'm going to show you how you can convert your Bing AI images from square shape to exact YouTube size or YouTube aspect ratio. Okay. So the first thing you've got to do is go over to a platform known as clipdrop.co. This is it right here, Clipdrop. So if you scroll down, you're going to see different features available on this platform. Okay. So right here, the one we're interested in is known as Uncrop. So we click on that, Uncrop. Now, on this Uncrop, this is where we are going to either upload or drag and drop the particular Bing image that we've created earlier or we generated earlier. So if we want this now, we have to make use of the image we have with us. Okay, so right here, this is it here. Okay, so I'm going to do something now. I'm going to drag and drop this. So I will drag and drop it into this box. Now, right here, you can see the custom option. So you either select custom or landscape. So it's going to extend this particular square image to fill these rectangular areas, whether left or right, both left and right. Okay, so we are going to leave it at custom size. Now, right here, image dimension for YouTube is 1920 by 1080. That's the appropriate image dimension for YouTube. Yeah. So we go ahead to click on next. Then we have not signed up on this platform. So you can sign up with your Google account. So you click on Google. So I have Google account. So I'm going to do that right here. or Facebook, any other account you wish to utilize. So you click on that to sign up. Okay. So continue. So it's trying to generate the images right here. So pay close attention to this because it's very important to understand the steps involved in actualizing this. So right here towards the bottom right, you see verify you are a human. So tick it. It's more or less like an authentication or a captcha option. Remember, we are still on this clipdrop.co platform. So you see that it generated the rectangular image sizes for this particular image we selected. Okay, so it has generated the first one, second one, third one. So let's look at them. Let's check them out. So this is the first one. Second one, you can see some variations, in the image, both towards the left and towards the right. Okay, you see this is another variation of the image. This is another. So you have to check out each of these and take the one that best suits your purpose. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to download. This is the last one I'm downloading now. So because I think that one is more clearer. So I'll click on that. So I've downloaded it. So I'll have to open it. So you can see that it's now in this dimension. This rectangular or YouTube size dimension of, you see, this is 1920 by 1080, which is the exact aspect ratio for YouTube videos. Remember, we're going to use these images to create those storylines for the script. Okay. So if we want to download the next one, depending on how lengthy your script is, we'll click on that and download it. So let's do that. So this is the second one. Yeah. So if we want to download the third one, so we must first of all select it, then click on download. So double click on that. So if we expand this, you can see this is it right here. If you go back to the folder where we have all our images, so I will double click on this. So this is it. So let's do for another image here, right here. Let's do for an image that represents this particular scene, village scene. Okay, so we go back to the clip dropper site. So open it up again. Just reload it. That's what I mean by opening it up again. Reload the clip dropper site. Okay, so this is the reload button. Then the next thing we have to do is we go back to this and let's select one of these. I'll click on this. So you see, I've selected this. So you can either choose that the image will be by the left so that it's going to fill the right for you, or you choose that the image should be by the right so that it's going to, fill this open space left for you, or you leave it at the center so that it's going to fill both left and right. Okay. So let's leave it at the center. You can see it's still in custom. So you can enter the exact aspect ratio required by YouTube, which is this, or you leave it at that custom because it's definitely bigger than what you want. So this is it right here. So 1920 by 1080. Then next. Okay, so you can now see the reCAPTCHA Cloudflare authentication again. So you verify you are human by ticking this box again. So once you do that, just wait a minute or two. It's definitely going to carry out this action properly for you by generating these appropriate images. So you can see this is the first one. So this is very beautiful anyway. Okay, so the 4 images are out now. So this is the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. Okay, let's download this and see how it looks on a larger scale. Okay, so I've clicked on download. Okay, let's see. So you can see from, let's go back to the Bing size it was before and see. From this size, I want to open up the Bing page where it was before. So this is it. So if you look here, this is the exact Bing image that we've been able to convert to, from square image, this square image, we've been able to convert it to a rectangular image size. That's for YouTube aspect dimension and ratio. Okay, so thank you so much. Go ahead to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop your comments and your questions in the description of this video, in the comments rather, of this video. We'll look forward to hearing from you. So if you have any question, you can also reach out to me via the link in the description of this video. So I'm committed to helping you achieve success in your YouTube journey. And welcome back, everyone. In this particular video, I'm going to show you how you can create realistic AI images, such as the ones you can see here for your African Folktales channel. So watch this video to the end because you are going to learn how you can utilize this free AI tool and AI platform to actualize this using your script and utilizing it to create these beautiful and wonderful images, such as the ones you can see right here. Okay, so we are going to make use of ChatGPT and Leonardo AI. Now, Leonardo AI is an AI image creation platform. So you can go ahead to sign up on Leonardo. So once you type Leonardo AI on your browser, it is going to open up the interface. So you click on create account. Okay, so once you click on that, you'll be able to sign up and get an account on this platform. So you see option for you to use Apple ID, Google account, Microsoft, or you just enter your email address directly here and password. Okay, so what I already have an account with Leonardo AI. So the next step we are going to take right now is to generate the appropriate and right prompts that can give us the images that we want. Yeah, so meanwhile, we have a script already that's in ChatGPT. So you go to ChatGPT, or if you have your script elsewhere, maybe in Google Doc, you just need to open up ChatGPT again. Okay. So once you open up ChatGPT, what you do next is you have to use ChatGPT to generate the AI prompt. So I'm going to show you that right away. So right here on this message box on ChatGPT, I'm going to utilize this background prompt. I'm going to also share this prompt with you in the description of this video and also in the comment section. So you see, give me prompt for AI to generate images for each of these scenes. Yeah, so if you also need the prompt, you also comment, I need the prompt in the comment section. I'll share that with you right away. So you see, this says, give me prompt for AI to generate images for each of these scenes, and they should be dressed in African attire. And any woman on this scene should have a braided hair and a beautiful face. So it basically has to be with that any woman that is on any of the scenes, should be beautiful. Then any man too must have, cap on his head. That's wearing an African cap, okay? Then the setting should be multicolored and photorealistic. Then differentiate each cinematic prompt. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I mean by this. So this is where we paste our. So I'll remove this. Then I'll go back to ChatGPT. And the first thing I will do is I will copy the first scene. This is where the storyline starts from. So like I said, if you have your script saved in your Google Docs, you go to Google Docs, copy your first scene or first paragraph of your script from there. Okay, so once you copy it, you go back to ChatGPT and you paste it beneath this AI prompt background setting. So remember, this is constant, this is static, and while the only thing you have to be changing should be your paragraph for each scene in your story, So you can see this is what I've just done here. So I'll click on send to generate the AI prompt for this now. Okay, so ChatGPT is at work already. So what we have to do is we can ask it to regenerate this again because we don't like the setting that it has given us. Okay, so I just clicked on that regenerate icon again and it's trying to regenerate it again. Okay, so this is the regenerate icon. So if you don't like any part of this, you can still ask it to regenerate. Okay, so let's go up and you see this is the first prompt. The first prompt is this. So we have to highlight it, copy it, then you go to Leonardo AI. Now, when you come to Leonardo AI, it gives you 150 free credits every day. So you have enough credits to generate, as many images as you want daily. Now, you have to select the number of images at once you want to generate using one prompt. So before you utilize these prompts, you need to first of all select the number of images you want. So if you want 1, 2, 3, 4, or more, you can select them. That's if you want anyway. Okay. So now you leave all these other options, by their default. Then when it comes to controls, this is an interesting part. I'll scroll down this. Why you have to select 16:9 is that 16:9 is the default aspect ratio for YouTube videos. So if you select all these other ones, for example, 9:16 is for TikTok or Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels too. So, but the appropriate dimension we should select here is 16:9. So this is what you should select. Then right here, there are a variety of more different models here. So you have Lighting Excel, you have Anime Excel, you have Difiction, Kino Excel, Vision, and all that. Okay, so the most effective ones that gives the best output in terms of image are the Difiction Excel and the Kino Excel. So you can utilize any of them. So once you select that, you can leave all these other ones on their defaults. Okay. Then you go ahead to paste that particular prompt you copied from ChatGPT. Remember, we copied this prompt from here. We copied it from here. Okay, so we have to go to Leonardo and paste it there. So this is it. So you click on generate. So while it's generating, you have to exercise some patience. So you can see it's trying to come up with some images. Okay, so it has generated an image here. Okay, so I'm going to click on it so that we'll see it on a wider view. So this is the image it has generated for us. So you click on download. You can download the image so that you save it in your PC or your mobile device. So I'll click on the image that has been downloaded and let's view it. Okay, so you see, this is the image that Leonardo AI generated for us. Yeah. So I'm going to minimize this. Okay, so observe something. Whenever you toggle or change any of these fine-tuned model options, for example, you can see it's now in Leonardo Division Excel. So if we switch it to Leonardo Kino Excel, it's definitely going to toggle this particular advanced controls option. That's for image dimensions. So make sure that whenever you change any of these model options, you have, also changed, or you should also go and change these particular aspects. That's the aspect ratio for your YouTube video size. Okay, so you see this is 16:9. Okay, so this is the prompt. That's the first prompt anyway. So let's go back and you can select for the second prompt. So we select the second prompt and copy it. Then we go back to Leonardo AI. So we remove that first prompt, initial prompt, and paste the second one. Then you click on generate. So you can see it's generating the new image for us right here. Okay, so you can see the image it has generated. Okay, so you can click on it to see it on a wider view or broader view. Then click on download. So it's going to download the image to the PC, to the computer. Okay, so let me open it up. Okay, so you can see I've opened up the image right here. So this is how you go about downloading and generating these images. So if we want to process for other aspects of this script, for example, remember this is the first paragraph of this script. So we have to go to the second paragraph or the second scene. So we copy it and go back to ChatGPT and we click on edit. This is the edit icon. So remember this particular upper prompt syntax, they are static, we don't usually change them, but I'll still show you, situation that may warrant that you may want to change them. Okay, so but let's do this now. So we'll remove this first one and paste the second one. That's the second paragraph here. So we'll click on submit and let's wait for it to do that. Okay, so it's on it already. Okay, so you can see this is the first prompt. As you can see, this is the first prompt. So I'll go ahead to copy this first prompt. So I'll highlight it, copy. Then you have to go back to this is the Leonardo interface where we generate AI images for this African folktale story. So you remove this and paste. That's paste the new image there. Okay, so whenever you paste a new prompt rather for the images, it's going to show you the number of units or tokens that will be deducted. So remember, it was 150 before. The total free tokens that is given daily by Leonardo is 150. So, but now it's 145. So the more we generate, the more it decreases. So I'll click on generate. So it's trying to generate the image that corresponds to this particular prompt that we have generated or created for it now. So let's wait a second for that to do that. Okay. So if you look here, you're going to see the generated image. So this is it. So click on download. Okay. So I'll double click on it so that we'll see it on a wider view. So this is the image right here. So you can see this Leonardo AI is a very powerful AI tool that can help you to create realistic AI images that will suit your storyline for your African folktales channel or similar channels that you would like to use AI for generating its content. So if you observe here, this particular prompt consumed only 2 tokens. So you can see it was 145 before. Right now it's 143 tokens remaining here. Okay, so I'll go back to ChatGPT and let me show you guys how to work this initial setting. For example, you see, this talks about African attire. So if you want to create maybe a Nigerian story or an African story, or maybe a story of maybe South African based story or Rwandan story or German story or American story, you can just come here and type maybe, let's say, Nigerian. The rest is Nigerian vibrant. That's Nigerian village setting. Okay. So if you just want to personalize your script for that, if you want it to be made, let's say, Nigerian Igbo village setting, maybe, or Hausa village setting, or Yoruba village setting, or Ishekiri, So whatever that is your choosing, background you'd like to use for the storyline. So for example, if it is talking about Yoruba culture or a practice in Yoruba land, it's good you use Yoruba, in your village setting configuration here. If it is talking about Hausa, same thing. It's good you use Hausa. You specify. If it is talking about Igbo, that's your storyline. Talking about any of these tribes, you can use them here. Now, if it is a generic story, you can utilize just African, syntax here to form your background and the attire, because these are what we constitute the dress code for the characters that will be, depicted in your story. Okay, so you need to get that right. So I hope you found this video valuable. Go ahead to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and don't also forget to drop your thoughts. If you have questions, you can also drop it in the comment section below. We look forward to hearing from you soon. So thank you so much. Meanwhile, apart from Leonardo AI, I have another video on this channel. You can check the playlist in the description, where I showed you how to use a Bing image creator for doing the same thing that Leonardo does too, which is creating realistic AI images for your YouTube channel, both African folktales and such likes. So you can check out that video. It's also impactful, and it's going to give you a wide variety of options. Now, when it comes to comparing Bing and Leonardo doesn't require you to convert. You can see it's already in the 16:9 YouTube aspect ratio. So it doesn't require you to convert from square to YouTube aspect ratio. But on the other hand, Bing does. Bing requires that you convert. You've got to convert your image dimensions from, you can see this Bing. So you have to convert for your image dimensions from this square image format to rectangular or YouTube dimension. So you can see this is it. So provided you selected the appropriate aspect ratio here before generating on Leonardo AI, you don't need to bother yourself by cropping or uncropping that particular image again, just like we did using Bing. So you can utilize both Leonardo AI and the Bing at any point in time to actualize your goal and your objective of creating high quality AI images that will form the basis for your storyline for your African Folktales channel. Okay, so thank you guys once more for watching. See you guys in our next video. Bye.